My PT says my feet are very close together when I'm walking. I watched your video on scissoring gait, but my feet don't cross over. They are just very close together. I guess I worked so hard on narrowing my base of support that this is the result. How far apart should my feet be when walking, and how do I achieve that? Well, I would say look for symmetry. So I would say, like, if your feet aren't crossing, maybe before your stroke, you were just someone that walked with a narrower base of support. Now, if you can't keep a straight path when you're walking, then that means that your narrow base of support is impacting your gait efficiency. So I'd say if you can walk in a straight path, and usually the way that I measure that is if you deviate more than 6 inches in either direction from a straight path, then that's probably too much. That's usually my rule of thumb. So I usually have a little pathway that's about 10 to 12 inches. And if someone's going outside that pathway, then I would say that's too much of a deviation from a straight path. And then it's starting to affect your efficiency. But if you're not, I would say that I wouldn't worry about it, especially if you were someone where your involved leg was shooting way out to the side and you've corrected that. I would say that's a huge accomplishment and I wouldn't worry about it. So if you're deviating more than 6 inches, then yes, maybe it's a concern. And I would focus on, I try and just tell people, pretend, because I do, like, I talked about in that scissoring video, that it does happen. People do cross their feet. I would just pretend like you have like a yoga block in between your legs when you're walking, or visualize that, and you're trying not to touch the sides of it. So, or hip width apart, maybe. But if you're maintaining a straight path, I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think it's a concern, especially if your feet aren't crossing, you don't have any history of falls, you're not losing your balance, you feel confident when you're walking, then I wouldn't worry about it. If you liked that video and you want to learn more exercises on how to improve your walking, definitely check out this video over here or that video over there. If you want even more help, check out our gold membership program where you'll get access to over 300 exercises that are not here on YouTube, as well as access to our monthly lives where you can get your questions answered.